It's time to go up in weight on the Romanian deadlift because last week, while having a slightly stiff hip, I was going for a few sets of easy 10 reps with 90 kilos. So I thought I'd add 10 kilos and do a couple starting from today. So what I did was doing 2 sets and I did 8 reps in each. I felt like I could do a bit more, but I don't really want to be pushing the weight up too quickly because I might be ending up hitting a wall at some point, and I want to allow some time for adapting to the load. And I would like to stay in the 6 to 10 rep range on those. Started off with 8 because I felt like I could do them. And the idea is to be following the usual progression by adding a rep on each session. And then as I hit the top range for the 2 sets, adding a third set and keeping that for a session or two, seeing how many I can do, and then jump up in weight. But then I was getting straight into the arm superset where I'm working both the elbows and the shoulders. I was doing hammer curls and then upright rows. I feel like because I'm keeping them very close to each other, I am not able to do as many reps as on the other day when I'm doing the upright rows. And that's because on this day I am training them together in a back-to-back fashion, while on the other 2 days where I'm training them separately, I am able to probably do more volume without them interfering a little bit with each other. But I like to keep them in this fashion this day because I'm able to rest a bit longer for the Romanian deadlifts and accumulate some extra volume on both of those arm exercises. It's okay. On this second set of the Romanian deadlift, I wanted to get a different angle just to be able to see myself from different perspective. And the main focus was on not getting too much of a dynamic stretch on my knees at the bottom of the range of motion, just because I didn't really want to load too much in an explosive way the tendon at the back of the right knee where the bicep femoris attaches, because I still feel like it's not 100% yet, while at the same time I want to get something that challenges both the hamstrings and the glutes in a way that is kind of heavy in terms of intensity. And on both of these second sets on the arm work, I was able to get a good amount of reps. I was doing 13 reps, while in the first one I did 15. I did 13 in here. So what I will be doing in the next days that I'm training them individually, will be adding a third set on that. And from the next session where I'm doing this specific workout, I will be going up in weight and see how many I can do. Then I was moving over to the other superset of the session, which was involving the dips and these straight arm cable pull downs. In here on dips, I was using this machine here, which allows me to rest a bit at the bottom and starting off from a dead stop. In here, it's a slightly different variation than what I'm doing on the other one, where I'm in a state of constant tension, let's say. But even that variation that I was performing today, while looking slightly easier because of the apparent rest at the bottom of the range of motion, ends up being a tad more taxing on the triceps, I've noticed. And I don't know if it's because I am going into a bit more of a leaning forward and there is a bit more of a relative hip flexion, which then in the upwards motion starts swinging forward as a pendulum, and there is more demand on the triceps. I don't really know, I'm just talking out of my ass, but this is what I feel, and it's a good complementing variation to the other one that I'm doing. And a quick note on these cable pull downs passing by. Last week I was wondering whether I should be increasing the weight, but because the jumps are 4 kilos each, I ended up just doing a few more repetitions in these sets. I did the first set with 12 and the second one I did 11, I think. So next week I will be still going up in reps and see how it feels and maybe increase the weight the next time around. Ciao.